is Katie McCarthy. I'm the Girl Experience Manager for the Outdoors with the Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Southeast. Today I'm going to introduce to you a Cadette activity, string art, which is a part of the Cadette Woodworkers badge. Step 1 of that badge, swing a hammer. So for this project, you will need a hammer, a piece of wood between 1 and 2 inches thick, and your length and width should fit your design. It can be any piece of wood, whether it's leftover from a home improvement project, upcycled from an old structure, or you can buy a new piece of wood from the hardware store. Some string, it should be thinner than normal yarn. Embroidery floss could work very well. You'll need a pack of nails. They should be between 1 and 2 inches thick, and they should have a head on them for the string to catch. And a design. We should print or draw out our design on a piece of paper so we know exactly how many nails we're going to need, where we want to place them, and then they all stay in line. We may also consider some sandpaper, paint or stain. A pencil and tape measure might come in handy along with some tape. And then we might want to consider finding some wall hangers. You can pick a pack up at the hardware store for just a few dollars. We should put them on prior to the start of our project, though if we need to wait until after, that's totally fine. So before we get started, let's go and find a grown-up and tell them what we're going to do. If they hear banging coming from your bedroom, they're going to have a lot of questions for you. And they can also help us find all these items. So let's pause our video and collect our materials. So now that we have all of our materials, let's make a game plan. Take a look at your piece of wood. Are there any flaws or imperfections or knots in our wood? What side do you want to be the front and what side do you want to be the back? Let's look at our design. Does it fit well on our board or do we need to make any tweaks? And do we want to have our project hang vertical or horizontal? And lastly, does our string and paint color match well? And does it fit with our design? And of course, where do we get started? So first things first, we should prep our wood. Gently sand the wood with the grain until it's smooth to the touch. With a damp cloth, wipe off any excess dust. Sanding is a job best done outside. Then we can add the paint or stain if we choose. Follow the instructions on the label and wait the recommended amount of time for it to dry. We should also then add the wall hanger onto the back. Follow the instructions on the back of that packaging as well. Once we're done, we can then add our design and tape it onto our board and we can get started. So now that our design is taped to the board, I like to add some dots on my design so I know exactly where I want to place my nails. But this is up to you. So to start off my nail design, I'm going to determine which nail I want to add in first. I like to pick one that's in a central location to start out my design and also keep the paper on the board. So I'm going to pick over here. And I'm going to place the nail point down perpendicular to the board, holding the nail vertical with my pointer finger and thumb. Now I'm going to gently tap the nail into place, making sure that I have it exactly where I want it to be. And of course, watch out for your fingers. Once I have it in a little bit, I can let go and I can tap it in a little bit further. For this project, we're not trying to drive the nail in all the way. We're trying to drive it in only about half. Sometimes your nail might go a little crooked. That's okay. We can either get a new nail and put it in the same hole, or we can tap it into place. And then keep driving it in just a little bit further. Once we have our first nail in, we can continue to work around the design with our nails. Now that we added all of the nails, we can remove the paper. This is also the best time for us to even out the nails. They should be roughly the same height. So take a look at the project from the side and determine your lowest nail. Mine's right here. And I'm going to tap all of the nails so it's about the same height all the way around. Wonderful. Once that's done, we can move on to the string. To add the string, I'm going to pick a central location on my design and I'm going to tie a quick knot around that nail. I'm going to tie a slip knot. So I'm going to wrap it around my finger and then pull the working end through and not all the way and then pull it tight. Then once I have it around the nail, I can pull one end and it will tighten. I'm then going to work my way around the design, hitting each nail and wrapping the string around at least once. Now that I'm done with all of the string work, I'm going to tie off the string at the central nail, and then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to prevent that knot from slipping. And then I'm done. I can hang it on my wall. This is such an awesome project. Let's take a moment though to reflect on this activity. So what did you like about this project, and what did you find challenging? Did you learn anything from this video or from the assistance of your grown-up? What would you like to try next time? Have you been inspired to create something else using tools? And what other resources can we find to expand our knowledge on woodworking? Thank you for joining me and watching this video. If you like this project and want to try more, check out the Girl Scouts at Home webpage. If you're not a Girl Scout and you're interested, the girlscouts.org will have more information for you.